What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So I cannot give up on Terra Luna Classic burns. There are a lot of people that, tend to give up when they don't have things that are working for them. Whether, you're playing a sport or whether you're investing into certain things, they tend to just give up on something, right? This project shows a lot of promise, and where we started from in the beginning is the plan, is the way that we should go. That should be the path where we were talking about burns and decreasing the supply. I know a lot of people are heavy on building out utility, and I'm all for utility. I'm all for establishing utility. However, we don't want to overdo it. We already got into the situation where we tried to overdo it with Shiba Inu, and now we're preying on the fact that Shibarium burns enough for the last 2 years of us kind of not doing that, not creating any utility for SHIB, but creating utility for the ecosystem, saying that it's applying the SHIB, and saying how Shiba Inu would see such a high increase because of everything that's going to be implemented there. And we're kind of doing the same thing with Terra Luna Classic. Now, we have people in place that can provide a path forward. And obviously, everybody's going to have their opinion on where they believe we should go. But we understand that utility in something that does not have volume will be nothing, right? You create utility in order to try and, what people believe is to build volume, but you create utility to technically sustain volume. It needs to be stabilized at a certain level, and we want to see it stabilized at a high level. If people are in it for a certain reason, for gains, then they are going to be out of it for that reason as well. So if you don't see the potential, they're going to get out of it, whether it's a reverse split, right? You end up doing something like that, which actually will be very difficult to do. And I know that's catching a little bit of traction on the deposit side of Terra Station. Or you're talking about building out a ton of utility that you believe will be for Terra Luna Classic, but the volume is just, lower. So anyways, let's talk about the burns. I'm not giving up on the burns. I want to continue to push this, and I'm actually getting reached out to by some exchanges to talk about this a little bit. When I first sent my initial message, these exchanges did not see it because they have a lot of different messages that come across their desk. So I guess they were just catching up on all the messages there. But I was able to reach out to some of these exchanges and talk to a couple. And what I want to do is I want to get confirmation from them first that we're going to do this publicly so that I can announce, who is going to agree to this 0.2% burn tax. But that's my goal, is to get everybody, every exchange, to implement this all together. Because if they do it all together, it's not hurting any individual exchange, right? We see every exchange doing the exact same thing. We see a 0.2% burn, and then we go from there. So anyways, guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you guys check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. And if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, make sure you guys follow me on Twitter at Perry8K. You can always follow me over there. So again, I understand the negativity around burns because people are like, I don't want to hear anything about it. Burns are not going to happen. CEXs are not going to do it. So don't keep tweeting about it. Don't keep talking about it. Well, I'm going to keep talking about it, not because I'm stubborn in any way. It's because this is the way that we can set up a standard goal to burn. Every single month, every single day, we can set up a standard goal to where we know how much is going to burn based on how much volume went through. So if we see CEXs that are going through with this volume, we see DEXs that are going through with this volume, we understand where we're going to go from there, because all volume will have a burn percentage, or will have a percentage that's burned off to the burn wallet or out into limbo, right? Which is a good situation, because then, like I said, we can predict what's coming next. Now, with certain days, we can see higher days, but when we see that higher day, we understand that we have higher burn counts that are going through there too. So what I wanted to show you guys first is just Terra Luna Classic, and just focus on one thing. which would be right here, the DEX volume. We have 76 million that's flowing through CEX volume, and we have 179,000 that's flowing through DEX volume. DEX volume is where you're going to see the 0.2% burn that's implemented on chain. $76 million is going to be the amount that's not going to include that burn tax in it. So this is just showing you a picture of the difference, right? We're not seeing like a 10% to 90% like it was in the past. We're seeing less than 1%, less than less than this 1% level. And then 99% or 99.9% of the overall volume that's flowing through CEXs are not being taxed. So that's a big issue. And that's why we need to make sure that these CEXs get on board. Now, I just put out another tweet talking about how we can get all crypto exchanges to implement the Lunic burn. We just need to get their attention. 100%, we just need to get their attention because, again, I've been reached out to by a couple of exchanges, and they have said, I didn't see your message, and that's the attention portion. We need to make sure we get their attention. And the way that we get their attention is by likes, by retweets, by quote retweets, by continuously tagging them in different posts. I don't know how I do it, but I want to do something where I'm like, retweet this, and we get over 1,000 retweets, over 2,000 retweets, and we find a way to get a lot of their attention. Binance is probably the main one we want to get their attention because they, or CZ, has connections to probably every other exchange. And yes, he's probably looked at as more of a monopoly, and maybe not, people don't will not do what he says to do because they're like, oh, well, he's just trying to take advantage of the entire community here or the entire market and just get everything for himself. Like that's what they're probably always thinking. But I think the community understands that CEXs hold all the power. And if we can find connections, so we have one exchange that may want to do it, and if they choose to do it, do they have any connections to other exchanges? If they do, then let's get that connection. Let's try and get this implemented. If they agree, then we can get somebody else to agree. This is why I said all we need is one. All we really need is one of the top 20 exchanges, because chances are they really do have a connection with another exchange. And if they have that connection with the other exchange, we can build this out slowly but surely and get everybody to agree to implementing the 0.2%. Now, 0.2% is not a lot, and that's why this should work more than the 1.2%, because CEXs are probably less likely to implement the 1.2% unless they all find a way to agree to that. Because the point about this and what I'm trying to do is not about just gaining money, right? That's not what it's all about. What it is about is recovery or revival of this project. And yes, I do want to be able to gain something in the process, and so does everybody else. And to gain the max amount that everybody can gain, we need to see this supply burn down, and not at a level where somebody is burning down all their money. We're not asking for Binance to burn down everything. We're asking for everybody to implement the burn at the same rate, so that we can see all of them drop down and hold the same percentage. If Binance is holding 33% and, MEXC is holding 10%, we want to make sure as they're decreasing, as the overall supply is decreasing, Binance is still holding 33% and MEXC is holding, or KuCoin or whatever the position is holding still that 10%. So anyways, I have this out here if you guys want to go and retweet it and like it and all that stuff. I know some people, again, are very weary of this happening. Somebody was like, let go of the burns, don't talk about it anymore. And I said, obviously this is funny, but I won't let go of the burns, because I know that this is the way. And the last time I did that with Shiba Inu, of not applying pressure with the burns, they launched a bunch of things without implementing a burn for Shiba Inu as well, or even applying Shiba Inu there. So that's why I'm doing this. But anyways, guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. Let me know what you think about this. I understand it's difficult to take in, when you see somebody talking about burns so much, but I just want them to implement it. And I want them to acknowledge it first, and then, hopefully we can get them all to implement this. But again, all we need is one. And if we can get that one to be Binance to agree to it, then it will be a game changer, because I know that they have all the connections to reach out to some of these other exchanges to get them on board. And I will continuously reach out to them. And if we can find someone, I guess, more in the middle of the pack that's liked by everybody, maybe, I don't know, a Kraken or a Pancake Swap or something, which is at like sort of the bottom of the list of the top 20, then we can do that. But it'll take time. It really does take time to do all this stuff. So anyways, guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you guys check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. And if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, follow me on Patreon, follow me on any of my other YouTube channels, feel free to do so. But I'm going to get out of here, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.